Hello and welcome back everybody once again to another All the Mods 9 alpha testing here on my public server that you can join. The IP is scrolling beneath me and a link is in the description as well. If you do join, be sure to create an FTB team and claim your chunks, just so you're protected from griefers. Already had to kick one guy, unfortunately. But, ladies and gentlemen, I have something to show you. I played a little bit after stream last night, and I decided to borrow a program for computer craft online from the forums. And what it does is it kind of functions like an ME requester. So here it is. It's using our computer craft advanced computer and our monitors and an ME bridge to connect to the network. It's pretty simple. If I want to add something to be stockpiled over here, which why don't we add, oh, I don't know. Let's just have it report the redstone level. So if I stockpile, say I want a minimum of 1,000 redstone. Oh, it is redstone. Let's see. Let me see if I can figure out how to just put redstone. I actually don't know, but I do know we can just do Minecraft redstone, maybe. 1 second, guys. What's wrong? Sorry about that. So this program, we can go through stockpiling. Let's add glass bottles. So I'm going to type in stockpile 1,000 and we'll try glass bottle. So what it's going to do is it's going to queue up glass bottles. Crafting Minecraft glass bottle 956. You can see our auto crafter is working away, and it's going to use some of our glass. And what it does is it reports the levels here, and excuse me, we can also just request a certain amount of any item, just say get whatever item we want and how much. It's a pretty complex program. We take a look at it here, and it kind of works. It has a few bugs in the latest version that I've noticed, but a problem is that it seems to cause a lot of lag, this computer craft setup, the program I'm running. I've tried changing the interval of how often it checks to a higher amount, but it still causes little bits of lag spike every time it tries to read the network. And it takes a while to update too. So what I was thinking is I'm going to just use base applied energistics 2, no add-ons such as AE2 things or the ME requester mod, to make a requester system similar to an ME requester. And we're going to do away with using the program just so that we're not creating too much lag on the server. Like, as you can see, it took a while to open the monitor there, and it just doesn't quite work how I'd hoped. So let's actually shut off this computer and clean it up. Oh my, I was picking up directly to my ME system. I can't type today either. I did craft a magnet card added a filter for our Fluix because I like the ability to, with the hotkey, if you look above the XP bar, I can pick up to my inventory with the magnet, I can pick up straight to the applied energistics with the magnet, or I can turn it off. And I really like that, so I've set that up. Let's actually put back down this computer, which is going to auto boot the ME crafter. And what I actually want to do, if I can remember the command, I think if I come to the ME autocraft, I can't remember the exact command to delete something. Let's try CD. I'm still learning ME autocraft, which is where we already are. And all I'm trying to do is delete. So delete ME autocraft. Do I need to add anything else to it? I don't think so. Okay, it's deleted. I'm going to stop the terminating program. It's still trying to run other things, but what we're going to do is we just won't use this particular computer again. We will just trash it. And I did a little bit of theory crafting on how to make a requester setup, and I think we're going to use it. We're going to do it by using emitters. So anyone not familiar with emitters, such as the level and energy, they will emit redstone signals based on how you configure them. And one of the beauties of this is a crafting card can be put into an emitter, and it can be set to emits redstone to craft item. So what we can do is basically say, once a material drops beneath a certain amount, I want it to craft an item. And the way we're going to try to do this is going to be a little complicated, and it's not going to be quite the level of like the ME requester mod, but I think it'll be decent. So something I want to create is a pattern. Let's actually we already crafted some. Let's grab some more patterns. We're going to make a pattern for a storage monitor. And throw that into our molecular assemblers. And we'll start pretty basic here. So I need a emitter. In fact, I'm going to need a few, so why don't we just craft a bunch? And I want some storage monitors. Once the CPU is available. We do need to upgrade and add more crafting CPUs, but we're going to do that when we overhaul the ME system and put ME lines all throughout the base. But I don't want you to worry, we're not going to just do the ME requester. It's just what we're starting the stream with. And then we're going to be testing a bunch of mods. So let's go ahead and see if we can take our emitters and cue our storage monitors. And then we probably need a pattern, which let me stock my wireless terminal. And something I need to set up today is wireless player charging. But I don't think we'll have too many problems with that. And what we need is a crafting card as a pattern. Throw those in the assembler. Take some monitors and request some crafting cards. Now, something we should do really fast is, since we have another Essence of Undeath, let's get a basic grave to add to our gravesite for more souls. We're going to take a quick pause. Let me see if Delta has needed anything. Nope. Ooh, we did get a blue soul. So these can either count as 2 souls or do more powerful magic. We'll have to decide later what we want to use it for. But something I want to do really fast is actually store these 46 levels, because I die quite often. So now we've stored that experience. And then I kind of want to disenchant some more things. I'm going to disenchant this iron pick. So we'll put the Book of Disenchantment in our offhand and right click. And I have some more good news. Quick little, another sidetrack. Sorry, folks. After cycling for almost 30 minutes, I did get this villager to mending. And luckily pretty cheap, without any cures. So I have put mending on all of our gear. Okay. Back to setting up an ME requester. Why don't we make an area for this? And I think we're going to possibly use some P2P tunnels to make this as clean as possible. Just thinking really quick. Like I said, I was literally just laying in bed, trying to sleep, and Theory crafted this. Fiery Sprite says, I'm not sure if you already know, but the wild bee nests are now working to get bees. I know they weren't at first if you were going to get into bees. They're working? That's what was like super killing us. We finally found a crystalline bee naturally. Because the problem was we couldn't get a crystalline bee because the nests weren't working. So that's good to know, Fiery Sprite. Thank you so much. We'll definitely be having to get into bees and testing them. Who knows, maybe even today. But let me make a P2P pattern, as well as a memory card pattern. And we're going to get a little bit into P2P tunnels in order to set up our makeshift auto crafter. ME requester, I should say. So we'll grab a few P2P tunnels. Yeah, I've tested the slimy nest, crystal nest, and glowstone. They're all working. Oh, that's amazing. Check the tabs in JEI recipe. You have to make the altar. Okay. So now that we have P2P tunnels, what we're going to do is extend a line over to this wall. And I'm thinking we're going to put the requester setup probably right here. So let me put a line going along the wall. And a little output to start us is going to be right here with a P2P tunnel and a dense cable. And we need to start an area for all our P2P tunnels. Let me grab some controllers. Let's see if we can craft a few. And eventually this is going to take shape to what the final form is going to be. But for now, I kind of have to do things a little jank until we start the official ME setup. But what I'm going to create is an area of P2P tunnels that we can use. Oh gosh, I'm having some issue flying. Hey Gray, how you doing? Sorry if I'm a little flustered today, guys. Right at the start of the stream, something just happened and it kind of threw me off. But let's hook these up. So right now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 channels. And the way I do this, we're actually going to cut it there. And we do need some more cable anchors. It's going to really suck if this doesn't quite work how I'm thinking, but I think my idea for an ME requester will work. We'll find out. But what I'm going to do is, since we're at 7, I'm just going to add one more a little P2P tunnel to give us 8 total. And we'll keep coming up here. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. With an... Oh, is Delta killing withers? Yep. And we'll put the 8th right above again. Or you know what? Let's keep it simple. We won't use the full channel length. So let's put our smart cable. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Anchor. And then 3 in the middle. Gosh, I cannot control my character right now. But we'll pull these up all into a... Oops. Dense cable. That will connect over here. So currently we're at 17 of 32. And what I'm going to do is grab our first P2P of the server and place it over here. Looks like Delta died fighting withers. Okay, so here's my idea, right? I'm going to have a few lines coming out. And on these lines, we're going to do like rows. So the first autocraft I want, the monitors are purely for taste, by the way, is I want planks to always be in stock. So I will say planks in this storage monitor and lock it. Oh, I need that off me. Let's lock that. And now we're going to take a ME level emitter and put it right here. Now this level emitter, let me grab a... I totally never grabbed the crafting cards. Let me put them in our network tool. What we're going to do is say planks, crafting card, and I want to emit redstone to craft item. Unfortunately, this is only going to work when it runs out of planks. So maybe we should actually use... Maybe instead of crafting card, emit when levels are below 1,000 planks. So we're currently below 1,000 planks. So this is emitting... Uh-oh. Keeps dying to the wither. All good, bro? Okay, he's all right. So what this is going to do is it will emit a redstone signal when there is less than 1,000 planks in the system. Now what I'm going to add, and now that I'm thinking about it, let me plan this in my head. Let's actually move the monitors below, or just like right in front, like so, and set this one to planks, and then with an empty hand, sneak right click it to lock it. And I'm gonna put a molecular assembler. I'm actually gonna need a few of these up above here. Now, a molecular assembler, we can't control with redstone, right? However, what we can control, and I actually probably need to move this a little bit. Might have to go into the wall. Let me see where this powers redstone. So like, can it pull from there, or does it pull from here? No, okay, so it doesn't push to the side unless I take the emitter and come over here, place it down, set this to planks 1000, emit when below. Should give off redstone signal. And pretty simply, let me clear some space. If this works, I'm going to be really happy. I'm going to put a cable right above and a export bus. And you know what? We need a pattern for redstone cards. Should be pretty quick to make. And we'll put down an export bus right here. I'm hoping that transfers the redstone signal. We're going to find out. So I'm going to put a redstone card in here and say active with signal and some acceleration cards. And I want this to export logs. And where it's going to emit them is into a molecular assembler that will wire in. Actually don't need these cables at all. I'm trying to make it one, I'm trying to make it tileable. Now, it looks like the redstone is not, oh, it's not active till it has a pattern. Let's make a pattern for planks from oak log. Throw that in here. Give it a bunch of acceleration. And it looks like our level emitter isn't pushing the signal that way. But it might be possible. Let me put down a dense cable. And undo this. Let me see if it receives the signal here. I said, we're totally theory crafting. Perfect. So it did get the redstone signal. And then we just need... I'm going to have to do this a little more complicated than I'd hoped, but that's all right. We'll have to power this from below. Okay. We'll power it down here. And now, since this is active, it's exporting logs and it's crafting planks. I kind of wanted it to export more at a time. And faster. It might be better. Let me think here. If I put down multiple logs, does it change anything? I'm just curious. I want to do it all with AE2. Obviously, the easy way would be to put a pipe and interface. But I want to do this all with ME just to show it's possible. Did I break my export bus? It was working and now it's not. Is it because I did the multiple logs? Oh, I might be out of logs. I'm out of logs. Let's come over here and put a storage bus. Of course I can't make it. There we go. Here. So that we have access to logs. And now we'll try and see if it speeds up. Sometimes this worked in old AE2. I don't know if it'll work in this one. Nope, still really slow, but it works. So what this will do, hopefully, is craft until there is 1,000 planks. And then stop. And here is your requester system. So once again, we have a level emitter saying emit when levels are below 1,000. Oh, there we go. Now it's speed. We've got an export bus that is only active with redstone signal, and then an import bus. So we should see this reaches about 1,000 and shuts off. Beautiful. I love it. So it works, guys. It works. Delta was telling me that we have mail. Let's have a look. He needs earth essence. I don't have much to spare. but I think I can give him a stack. Our little mail system is for him to tell me if there is something he's missing. I'll give him 3 stacks that he needs help with. And why don't we give him a seed so that he actually can make his own? And we'll deliver this really fast. And then we'll keep setting up the ME auto crafters. So let's see if he's got a mailbox out front. Looks like he does. He also's got a wandering trader. I'm going to take a look at him. Rainbow birch. I don't think I haven't gotten rainbow birch. I don't have many emeralds in me though. They're all in a chest. But there you go. So as you can see, you don't need the ME requester mod to set up level of item crafting. And I'm actually going to increase this to 10,000. I want 10,000 planks at all times. And we'll set up some more of these to maintain levels in the base of various materials. So that was our oak plank. And then I want sticks. These, again, these storage monitors are just for flavor so I can see what each section is for. But let's put sticks in this one. And we've already got 2,560. It's the shaders that make it look weird. Those are sticks. And what we'll do is pull some more cable here. I think I'm going to add a fence and block the connection here, so that those are separate lines. Now the molecular assemblers can receive power through each other, so we only need this one line, doesn't use a channel. And as you can see along this bottom line, both monitors and level emitters don't, or the monitors use channels, I think. No, none of them use channels. Okay. Monitors don't use channels unless you turn them into conversion monitors, which I'll show you what those do another time. And as long as we're not using the crafting card in a level emitter, it also does not use a channel. Oops, okay, I didn't break it. We're good. Well, let's put down a level emitter. Set it to sticks. And again, I want to always have 10,000. Emit when below. We'll keep running this cable. Why don't we just preemptively, oops, place a couple of these. Place down our smart cable and our export buses. In fact, I'm going to craft a few of those. We'll put the exports in front of their emitters and add a redstone card to all of these. If you're wondering how I have this extra window with cards, it is with the network tool. A network tool, if you shift right click, you can put cards in it. This is also how you can hide facades, which I will demonstrate another time as well. And then anytime you right click a component of AE2, it pulls up the window of the inventory of your network tool. The network tool can also right click any part of your network, and you can see the current stored power, max power, and how much it's using. By default, it shows AE a tick, which is actually twice as much as one RF a tick. Or, sorry, one AE a tick is worth 2 RF. But if you just click RF, it changes it. Okay. With that set up, let's get our buses set up here. Oops. Along the top with import, which we also need to craft a bunch of. Hello, how you doing? I don't know if it's Talia or Talia, but hello, welcome. We'll put our export buses, or import, give them acceleration cards so they run really fast, and accelerate our exporters. Then I'll put down a assembler right here, and our assembler will need a pattern for sticks. Like so. Throw that in there. And we need to tell this to active with signal, give planks. Perfect. Accelerate the crafter so it's running nice and quick. And now we can keep going down the list. Oops. One day I will place everything right. So with our storage monitors in place so we can see what we're crafting, something else I want to keep an amount of that is crafted is redstone. Let me think. There's a few items I wanted to do. And then I'll show you how we'll do like smelted recipes like glass. We'll set up glass to be auto crafted. But why don't we do glass bottles first? Now this one isn't going to really have to craft anything just yet. But let's, oh, I accidentally put them away. Glass bottles, I always want 1,000. And emit when below. So we're above, so it's not going to emit right now. That's fine. Let's say active with signal. This is going to give glass. And our assembler. Make sure we did that right. Glass, yep. Acceleration cards. And it needs a pattern for glass bottles. Now the thing is if we're getting glass bottles made, we're going to need glass. So why don't we set that up here? I'm trying to think of how I want to do it though. There's a few ways, and unfortunately, the best method is going to be using a fueled furnace that we don't really have a way to power. Oh wait, our modular router should be able to reach. So let's see if we have the materials for a rainbow furnace. We're just short emeralds. This guy is driving me insane. Let's grab some emerald essence, which I think is over here. Craft up a few emeralds and get our rainbow furnace. Then for our rainbow furnace, we'll need a fuel efficiency and a generator. Now the thing is, I don't think, or not generator, just fuel efficiency. And a factory card. I don't think we've made patterns for this yet. I'll hurry and do that. Clean up my inventory a little bit. Okay. Now this furnace, I believe, has a redstone setting, but we're not going to use it. We're just going to use limiting the export bus for sand. Now the thing is we're not going to keep a minimum amount of sand in the system. Instead, I'll take out an acceleration card and place a crafting card, so that now if there's no sand for this to export, it will craft it, because we have a pattern for sand in the ME system. So let's say active with signal and put down our rainbow furnace, add in our settings here. And what we're going to do is say that the front is input, like so, and the top is output. Now, it is going to need power. Let's see if our modular router can reach it. I'm not entirely sure. Oh, did it? Perfect. Let's see if it's in range. It's in range. Awesome. So this furnace will receive power and smelt our glass. And let's put glass here and here, saying stock 10,000 and emit when below. And there you have it, folks. This is an Applied Energistics base mod requester system. You don't need necessarily an additional mod or to use computer craft or anything like that. You can just use emitters, assemblers, which a lot of people forget. Assemblers don't have to be with pattern providers. Assemblers can work on their own with a pattern, and they will craft it if they get the materials. Okay. So now that that's set up, that was what I wanted to demonstrate in today's stream specifically. Like, that's what the title of the stream is. Now we can just play and test without any obligations. Now, a problem I was having over here at the inscribers was, once again, this inscriber was receiving the items from this one because of the current automation access mode and it auto exporting. We're going to try to fix that by just moving probably this one, the one that is crafting the processing pattern. Let's come over here, and we can't put it next to this one. I think what we'll do is actually move this one as well to another location. And right here, we'll go ahead and put down our logic processor. So we are going to put on auto export, give it acceleration cards, and tell it the system this is the logic processor. And we'll add the other, because the ones that have a press in them can be next to each other. So let's put down, oh, that was weird. Another one of these, which I realize now I forgot anchors in a few of these. There we go. We'll go ahead and put an inscriber and a pattern provider for printed silicon and give it a silicon press, auto export, acceleration cards. Setting up an ME requester for processors would be a bit more difficult. Or not quite difficult. It would just require setting up new inscribers that receive their materials through redstone signals. It's pretty... It can be difficult, but it's not too bad. But oh gosh. Guys, there is so many mods to test, so many things to set up. And what I was thinking of kind of getting started is a proper setup for all of our botany pot seeds, as well as getting bees up and running today. Now, I do want to dive into a few other mods, and we do need to continue progressing our power. So why don't we take a moment, clean up our inventory of all the garbage in it. And I'm curious if we have... Okay, we don't have like a clipboard or anything. We would have to use a book and quill in the game right now to write. Ooh, you know what? This would be a good time to test a mod. Why don't we test the RF Tools screens? So I'm going to make an area right here. We will just use deep slate. And we're going to make the board of tasks, basically. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we're going to fill this with screen modules, kind of like stats of the base, just an overall screen. We're not going to use the computer craft screens. We've already messed with those. We're going to test out RF Tools screens. So we're going to need a pattern for screens, specifically the RF Tools, yeah, the modular screen. We don't want the information screen. Let's make a pattern, as well as a machine-based pattern. And you know what? I forgot to turn these into don't show. So let me do that real fast. And we're also going to need a screen controller pattern. And we're going to need modules like crazy. I want a few text. So we'll make a pattern for text module. I don't know what the plus screen module is for power, but we'll make patterns for both of these and we'll find out the difference. And then inventory we do want. I don't know what inventory plus is, but we'll get a pattern for that one as well. I do want a clock. and then some fluid. Machine information, sure, for if we hook up to more machines. Don't need computer screen. Button modules, I do want. Plus is multi-dimension, if I remember correctly. Oh, okay, great. That makes sense. And then I do want a redstone screen module. And I don't think we need counters, because we're not going to really use counters. I'm not using storage scanners. Oh, actually, the storage control screen might be better than my inventory screen. Because this is 4 slots of an inventory versus 9 different items inside of a storage. So I will make the pattern for this. And you'll see more of what I'm looking for later. This allows you to interact with the processor. We'll make a pattern. We'll just get a whole bunch of patterns made so that if we eventually use them, we'll know that they are set up and ready to rock. Don't need variables. Vector art, no. But we will do a console screen. Okay, that's a good amount of patterns. Let's get them all thrown into our assemblers here. Okay, let's go ahead and request some screens. And a screen controller. And I do need our wrench, which we already have one, right? Yeah, perfect. And then right off the bat, we're going to try to set up a few modules here. We're going to try to set up a energy module, 2 of them, and a few text modules. So the first screen we're going to place, I'm going to change it to be bigger so that it covers a, oh, I was trying to go to 4x4, but it looks like 3x3 is the max. Let's get a screen controller down and power it. Shouldn't be too difficult here. Oh, that's bad. What was being powered right here? Was that what was... No, this is still getting powered directly. There was something being powered here. I'm not sure what it was. Dang, it has to be a block that accepts power for me to unlink it. Let me just take off my backpack. Clear that. And add our screen controller. It was a builder, I think. Oh, you're right, Fiery. It was the builder that dug out the cave. You're right. Thank you. Hey, Mr. Vet, how you doing? Let's get some of our insanium thrown into our ME system. And we'll see if we have enough in range here we might have to move the controller now that I'm thinking about it, guys. I might have to put the controller kind of centered in the back. So let's fix that. We'll come over here, we'll unlink this spot, that block, place this in the back and power it now. And hopefully the screen is in range. Why can't I? Oh, there we go. We'll see if it has power. But we're gonna just start over here with a text module, calling it the to-do list. Then we'll add a few sections here. Oh, we were still in the top one. Let's come to this one. And what we're going to add is basically just little sections of what we need to do. So first, I want to improve botany pots. So we should be getting a list here. Perfect. Then I want to start bees, specifically breeding. Next line, we need to expand AE2 system. Test more mods. We'll add them as we get to them, but this is the goal for today, basically. Now I'm going to put a screen here. Oh, it did it weird. Right here, and expand it to be 2x2. And I want to use these energy screen modules. I'm going to see, I know it should link to our power cell, but I think I can also link to, oh, it says air. That's not good. If it says air, that's bad. I don't think it can link to backpacks. It might have to link directly to a, oh, we need to scan. I need an empty hand. Okay, so it is reading the backpack. Awesome. So let me grab a few text modules. We'll come to the RF manual. And, ooh, it actually has, oh, hello. Okay, I did say hey to vet. I thought someone else joined. It has a label system, but it puts it to the left. So I'm thinking, oh dang, I can do RF a tick too, but we would need multiple modules. You'll see what we'll do. We'll get this up and running. So this first text will make large font, center it as our light blue, and say power. Then this next text will be kind of, let's go with green, and say RF power cell. This one is going to be backpack battery. So what it's showing right now is the current levels inside of them, and we're going to get 2 more energy cards. Don't worry, we're going to slowly make this exactly what I want. We'll do the backpack second, so power cell, backpack. And add to the first modules total power, color for the label being green. Okay, doesn't have enough room to display total power. We will just say total or level, or what should we name it, guys, for stating the current power level? I'm just going to say level. I'm going to say level. And we'll also add power cell RFT. Commas. So it's not doing anything RFT at the moment, but the backpack kind of is. And I kind of want to change. Oh, we need to come here and say level. Full left. I want commas. Perfect. It's gorgeous, guys. Slowly we'll make our information screen. Probably change out the back to be a better color. But at least we know the screen modules are working, which is good. Let's check on our auto crafters. Uh-oh, how did we get to 22,000? Oh, is it because of... There's other sticks, I think. That I have to add in, but we're fine for now. Now for the huge project, guys. This is going to take a lot of time. I don't know how much we'll get done tonight. But what we want to do is move all of our botany pots along this back wall. It's going to be rough, but I think we can do it. Now, I think we'll start by doing a bunch of botany pots that are not essence. So for instance, our saplings, menril, sugarcane, flowers, stuff like that. Or we could do 2 rows. 1 row for essence, 1 row for non-essence. And the reason for that is the essence botany pots are going to need growth accelerators under them, which can be a little rough to set up. Let me quickly do a, let's take a moment and do a bunch of miscellaneous maintenance about the base. See if that kicked on. Beautiful. It's working, guys. Our ME requester setup. Because again, the Computer Craft one worked, but lagged the server. So wasn't worth using. We have so much cleanup to do. Trying to think of how I want to do this. Let's do the maintenance first. We'll do maintenance by bringing fuel to various quarries. So I actually wanted to make a Prudentium coal block recipe, because I made, or Imperium. I made an Imperium coal recipe. I want a block recipe. So let me see if we can get 2 stacks. Uses 144 insanium. That's fine. We'll do it. And while that's crafting, we can go start checking out some of these areas. So we'll go to the main quarry, which currently, when the rainbow furnace isn't active, it is just running off of a hardened solar panel. I did upgrade it, but we want it to run off Imperium coal. Still haven't gotten any uraninite from it. Luckily, we have the essence. But the problem is, I don't know where it currently is, so I can't, like, check if it missed uraninite. There's no good way for me to test that. Biggest thing is going to be moving it to a new area, and one that we know has uraninite, and see if it mines it. I know the filter's right. It's got everything it needs in the filter. We'll give 64 blocks to this, and then we'll go to our nether quarry, which doesn't run at all if it doesn't have fuel, purely because of solar. And why don't we take a moment and upgrade our obsidian furnace to a netherite furnace. We may have to put some essence in. Nope, it had enough. We'll put down a netherite furnace, make it a generator that is efficient, and output to the left. And we just got to wait for the Imperium coal to finish. I'm a little nervous that I'm spending too much time on building a base and setting up resources than I am spending time testing the mods they're adding, because We are updates and updates behind testing various mods. But the base building is like my favorite thing. It's what I enjoy the most. So I want to keep doing it, you know? Okay, so the quarries are active. Let's go to these Certus waystones and clear them up, unclaim the chunks. We don't need them anymore. And it looks like more people have moved in around my base. Let's see, large map. Oh yeah, look at that. We've got Big Old Donut, Lazy It's Grace, and then Delta. Wonder where other people are living currently. We've got someone here. We've got Stevie, Don Mac. I swear I saw another one right there, but it is gone. Chev's living up there. Haven't really explored these other chunks. But with all those powered, we're just going to have to dive into the botany pots, guys. So the way I'm thinking of doing it is using XNet and crafters. I'm not sure how well this is going to work. But we'll give it a try. I do need to figure out bulk storage soon. Our drives are filling up with various ores that need to be processed. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys. So I did try. You cannot awaken a Supremium Paxel, and even if you make the other 3 awakened tools, you can't craft the awakened Paxel. There's just no recipe for it at the time. For anyone curious. So that's why we're using a Supremium Paxel. How many... Got a good amount of honey. I'm not looking forward to moving these botany pots, guys. I'm going to be real with you. We are going to need to mine out the area for our essence botany pots. Why don't we do that now? Let's just dive in. Let's just get started. So let's grab a builder. And we'll need to infuse it. So I like to have everything running at its maximum. So let's come to our infuser. And why don't we add a hopper chest to this. That feeds it dimensional shards. Okay, that one's not fast enough. We're gonna need a upgraded hopper. Like so. That should keep up. Beautiful. Once that's infused, we'll set a quarry card to dig a line 64 blocks deep along here. So why don't we actually prepare where it's going to dig to? We'll go to here and we're at 71. So let me we We need to go to 7. Let's dig down. Oh, not mining tunnel. Dang it. There we go. Need to come down to Y7. Like so. Take our builder. And I'm just going to preemptively grab a card here. Oh, you know what? I'm going to replace or here. Let me grab another text module. And before even any of those, I want to add set up power, the mod power. Okay. We'll put down our builder just something like right here. Give it energy. Should be in range. We have 40 block range on these. Yep. And we'll need a quarry card. Just a basic quarry, which I believe I remember the recipe for. So I'll need a shape card. And then a diamond pick. Preferably not one of our enchanted ones. And a diamond shovel. And then I think it's just redstone. And paper. Nope, but at least I do know the All the Mods 9 official Discord. So the All the Mods official Discord. Currently, in the All the Mods 9 Alpha server channel pinned messages, they have the crafting recipes for these. So I don't want the liquid. I don't want pump. Let me see here. I don't want fortune. Let me find it here, guys. Oh, the pickaxe and shovel. Okay, I've got it. I've got it. Let's put the pickaxe and shovel here. And then I believe it is... Yep, redstone in the corners. So I actually didn't need to move those. It's redstone in the corners and iron ingots. There is our quarry card. Let's sneak right click our builder and choose our first corner, which I'm going to put right here. And the second corner right here. We'll go ahead and throw this card in the builder. Make sure it is solid. Give it somewhere to put the items, probably just a backpack. Give me a diamond backpack. With just a couple stack upgrades. It doesn't need much for what it's digging. And we'll go ahead and run it. Oh, guys. Yeah, right as Mr. Vet said it, I remembered. We need this to be clearing. Right as Vet said it, guys. There we go. Should be pretty quick. In fact, it's already done. And then I'll go ahead and just have these items pumped into the system. I'll come up over here and just tell this to pull, and it'll slowly empty this. Now I'm going to put down, let's see how many growth accelerators we can make. I'm going to need a lot. But we're going to start with just the base accelerators. And I'm going to need a lot of advanced XNet connectors. Ender Pearl and Poppy. Well, we have the poppies, just not hooked up to the system. All of this needs to be eventually fixed and cleaned up. But again, I'm concerned I'm wasting my time because who knows that when a server reset is going to be needed. It could be like, what if the update tomorrow is a server reset, right? Oh, dang, I don't have a CPU for it at the moment. We could get another CPU up and running. Like, just expand this one with just a couple 16K. Like what I'll do, I'll expand that one and add one here so that now I can do more at once. Hey Daniel, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Good to see ya. We can rebuild it. Bigger, better, faster. Yeah, you know what? I like that. I like that ideology of I can always just rebuild. Like, theoretically, because of how much time I've spent testing mods in the previous streams, like I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. If I sat down one day, give me 6 hours of hardcore playing, I could be at this stage. The only difference would be how much essence I'd generated from the seeds. But the cure to that, if we were to restart soon, would just be more seeds. I see you up here. We forgot to light an area. Let's do that now. And grab our growth accelerators. And you guys might be thinking, I'm going to place these by hand, and you are wrong. I'm going to grab a shape card. And our builder. Oops. Now that I thought about it, does that make sense? I'm going to head off, but want to see my base real quick. I'll check it out after stream. Thanks for the offer, though. Have a good one. I shouldn't have broke the builder because now I've forgotten where it was with the energy card. It's right here. We'll throw the energy card back in. And I doubt this backpack's anywhere near empty, but I can just grab a very quick ultimate pipe upgrade. Sup, beautiful people? How you doing, Perrin? Hope you're having a good one. Wonderful day or night, wherever you are. But we'll hurry and empty this. And then take this backpack. Use it as our storage. Fill it with growth accelerators. And set a shape card. I thought I made the shape card. Oh, I guess I didn't finish crafting it. To be from here down to this bottom corner. Or wait, no, these are the we got to redo that. We got to redo that. So let me redo the card. These are just the inferium growth accelerators. So first corner here, and then 12 blocks down on the other side is where this other card is going to go. So we'll come down 1, 2, 3. Oh gosh, here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now that's what we want. We'll go ahead and throw the shape card in there and run it. Perfect. We had a little bit left over. And the other levels of card or of growth accelerators will eventually put underneath. But for now, we at least have the inferium. So now for a fun part. That's also not so fun. 4 a.m. here, getting ready to work. Hope everyone here is okay. I'm doing well myself. Had a good 4th of July. Playing some Minecraft. What more could you ask for? Well, let's just grab a few of these at a time. So we'll grab a bunch of these. All good here at 6 p.m. It is 2 a.m. for me. Technically 1:53 a.m., but, you know, close enough. And you'll notice I'm going to put them directly on the growth accelerators so that we can get maximum growth acceleration. I'm not too concerned about the order because we know what seeds we've made. (1 a.m. heading to bed after stream. Nice. Now, something I need to check is how many... Oh gosh, this is always so annoying. Let me make some crafting tables. Let me make some redstone torches. So that I can make... Let's just make 2 crafters, because the recipe is missing currently. But it's the same to tier them up. So there's the tier 3, tier 2, tier 3. And let me check. Okay, 8 recipes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'm going to put a crafter. I'm going to need some XNet, which is going to kill my frame rate while I'm holding them, which is really annoying. And we'll get the others set up, but they're going to be on different channels. We can do the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and crafter. We're going to need a controller for XNet. Which I'll probably just put right here for now. And then ME is going to have to run over here to... Or we could use the dimensional chest. Ooh. I think we'll use our dimensional chest intake. Okay, so these need power. They might be out of range of our modular router. Let's find out. They could very well be out of range. Oh, they're all in range. Nice. Okay. And you know what? I think there is, in modular routers, an add-on to get rid of those lasers so we don't see the lasers. It's not a module, it is a upgrade. It's not camouflage or blast, energy, muffler, security, speed, stack, sync. No. I don't think it's the camouflage. There's a way to hide the lasers, and I'm trying to remember what it is. And I'm pretty sure camouflage just makes the block look different. Is it an option in here? You think it's the muffler. Well, why don't we check out the muffler? Oh my gosh, the lasers are gone. I'm pretty sure. Well, I guess nothing's really taking power right now. We only see it when it's doing power. But I'm pretty sure, because we'd see the laser powering the screens. But you're right, muffler saves the day. So let's go ahead. And I think we'll do... I'm not going to do a separate channel for every 8. I'm just going to filter inputs. Hi, Fallen in chat. Hey, Mr. Chev, how you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. I need to check something. Okay. For anyone curious who came for the title of the ME requester system, using purely ME, if you wind back the stream, you'll see us set this up, but it just uses emitters, exporters, assemblers, and importers. And you can have a ME requester without the mod. You can just use base AE2 components, which is nice. Something I need to do as we're getting ready to move all our seeds really fast is I need to get a lot of these essences moved to the ME system. And instead of running a cable down here, I think we'll just use a dimensional chest. Like so. And some pipes. We'll go boom, 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 boom. Quickly get these all pumping to Fallen frequency 1 for our base input. And I'm not going to bother speeding them up. I'll just let them run at four items. That's fine. Well, let's come here. And very importantly, we need to come here and I'm going to say first 8. Second 8. Because I believe if we look in the controller, as you can see, we don't see. So here I can see first 8, second 8. Unfortunately, it names the botany pots too, because it's one connector. But what I can do is maybe, ooh, you know what? No, it doesn't matter. I just need a list of our first, so our first section. So air, water, dirt, fire. Don't worry, all the seeds will go somewhere else. Nature, wood, blaze, and enderman. Now, for people curious, so like Nature Essence has a ton of possible recipes, right? What I'm going to do is choose one recipe I know that I want, like always. And we're going to duplicate the seed later to just give the essence to the farm. Or we could just choose one essences that only have one crafting recipe is what will be crafted. All the others we will just immediately send to the base. This is a hard choice, guys. I might change. I might just store essence for now. Now that I'm thinking about it. And we will do the crafters later. For now, we'll just store the essence. And for every... we'll set up patterns in the ME system to craft our items. And then if there's one item that we need to bulk craft, we'll set up a crafter and a requester to keep a certain level in the base. But before we do that, I want to set up some storage for the essence that is not going to use our disk drives. So the way I'm going to do that, I know I'm changing everything up right now. In fact, why don't we move the other seeds first, just so that we're ready to rock. Let's grab all of these. Make sure we have space. Some of them might have gotten picked up by the chest magnet. Yep. Dye, glowstone, iron, stone. Perfect. Let's get all of these set up. So they're all cooking. And the trick is all of these will send their essence to the ME system, and we're going to use a backpack to store the essence. The reason for that is the backpack, we can go really high stack amounts per slot inside of a backpack. So let me grab a backpack, and we do want to get it to netherite. So diamond backpack. I'll need a smithing upgrade for netherite and a netherite ingot. This will give us a netherite backpack, in which, if we look at our stat counts, we need 1 slot for overflow destruction and then all the rest stack. So in this case, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stack upgrades. So let's grab, let's see how much netherite we need. 2,000 netherite essence. I don't think we have that much, but we don't have to go that high immediately. We can add more stack upgrades as it is needed. Oh, it actually finished the netherite. Okay. So that is all the netherite essence we have currently. Let's do it this way. Let's make 6 diamond. Just roll off of those for now, and upgrade them to netherite once we need to. The seeds are all going to be sent into a reprocessor, so I'm not too worried about them. But I do need a I think it's called a void upgrade for backpacks. Yeah, there we go. So let's come to our patterns. We need an advanced void and a void upgrade. Craft ourselves an advanced void. And I'm going to start a storage area over here. So let me grab some cable and P2Ps. I'm thinking long term right now. Just need the one. But we'll start it right here and going left. And I'm just gonna keep the ores in the wall for now. Well, let me clear our memory card and grab a new P2P channel. Place it here. And we'll go ahead and run a dense cable like so. And a fluix cable down here. That way I can do 8 storage buses on each side. But we just need one for now. We'll place it right here. Or you know what? Let's start at the bottom. And we'll go ahead and we need capacity cards as a pattern. Grab a few of these. And now for the fun part. So with that in place, I should have kept those essences from earlier, but I can re-grab them here. Let me fly over here. And we need air, water, dirt. You know what? I'm just going to shift click fire. Yeah, I grabbed that. Then nature, then wood, then blaze, then enderman, then netherite, emerald, obsidian, nether, earth, wither, diamond, ghast, stone, iron, glowstone, silicon, dye, and uraninite. Very quickly add these to the storage bus. It's actually pretty easy. We can just shift click all of these. And then I like to go back over it one more time to make sure I got them all. Then we set this with a high priority. Put down our netherite backpack. And give it some stack upgrades. And something I'm going to add to this is fertilized essence. Then I'm going to add an advanced void upgrade, change this to void overflow so it allows single slot, and then block. So now it'll only void overflow. Beautiful. Let's test. If I throw all of these in the ME system, they should have all came to the backpack. Perfect. Now, something we're going to need to do is cycle any of that essence out of our current drives. But we can do that with this IO port. We'll start by putting a fresh drive up in the top and taking out the others and re-feeding them into the system. We're going to have to do this for ores and ingots, a bunch of things, because we don't have mega cells at the moment. But that's all right. Okay. So that should have cleared all the essences to the backpack. Perfect. There's the fertilized. And I'm curious. Okay, it did finish the glass because it got the essence. Perfect. So there we go. Now we need to pump all of these essences to the base. I'm going to get another dimensional chest. I'm going to put it right next to the controller. Change it to Fallen Pumpkin Channel 1. And what I'm going to do is on all of the botany pots, let's change this to XNet item. And channel 1 on all of these, let me paste, create a operate from downside of the botany pot, extract, all the way up to stack, 5-tick operation, first available, and we'll go ahead and copy this connector and go down the list, paste it down, for all of our botany pot connections. And then to the dimensional chest on channel 1, I want to insert. That should have emptied all of these. Perfect. It's working. All the essences are now coming to the base. I don't know if I said Oh, no. That was you guys saying hey to Mr. Chev. I was like, wait, did I say hey to Mr. Vet? And I did. We're good. So all our botany pots are now pumping essence to the base. The essence is being stored in a backpack, which is excellent. We do need to collect all the rest of the current essence we have, but it's slowly working on it. And we'll need to get all of these chests as well. Why don't we just get it started? These are all empty, right? Oh no, we missed one. Energized steel. Let me grab some of the essence. Come over here, add energized steel to our backpack storage. And then I think the magnet chest grabbed our hopper from us. The seed reprocessing will be really easy once we get to it. But let's set up this. Come to our controller and paste the saved setting. Then what I want to do is very quickly, so that this is just running while I am offline, set up a pipe on all of these and run the pipe over to our dimensional chest. I'm not going to bother with upgrades. I leave this overnight and it should collect everything. Perfect. Should be loading pretty fast, but luckily our intake is working fast as well. Okay. So now as we make more seeds, we'll be placing them down along these Inferium growth accelerators. And all the botany pots that are not Inferium, we will place in another row right here. Or above. I'm not sure yet. We'll figure that out. So there is Inferium botany pots moved. Let's very quickly just progress one more tier of power. So we have hardened still. Next up is blazing, which is just a blaze rod to give you a blazing crystal. And we only need 4 to make the seed. So let's come over here and get 4 blazing crystals. And we're still just using the basic rods because they get the job done, since we only need to make 4 of the crystals. In Powa, I would really like to get a player. What is it called? Player transmitter to start charging me when I'm in my base. Oh, we can bind it to ourselves. Perfect. And I think a blazing will be good enough. So we'll get these blazing crystals. We'll make a blazing seed. And I believe it used Imperium. And we need a prosperity seed. So seed, Imperium, blazing crystal. And we'll just grab one of these botany pots. I think this grabbed again. Yep. We'll come over here and quickly add blazing essence to our backpack storage. Then take a connector. Add it to our setup. And paste our extract to it. So now we'll be getting more blazing crystals. Since we don't have more at the time, let's make a pattern for hardened. Energized steel from essence. Like so. And I'm just going to make a hardened player transmitter for now. Player aerial pearl. Use an aerial pearl on a zombie or husk. Okay, so we need a aerial pearl. Let's get one of those. Aerial, or oh gosh, how did it? Let me just type pearl. Aerial pearl as a pattern, sure. Throw these in here. And grab one of these. And it says use it on a zombie or husk. Well, of course, the one time we step outside and it's not night is when we needed mobs, but we'll wait for them to come. I do want to use... I want to get my rare spectral steed. So let's put our familiar receptacle in our offhand and pray. There is the spectral steed. And it is already bound to us. Perfect. Now the spectral steed is apparently from Iron Spells and Spellbooks. I believe it has a few special features that we'll have to figure out once we explore the mod. But for now, I'm just going to mob yoink him. And we have him. We did get a reward, which was another familiar stone, which... Why don't we make a... So already, this familiar stone could bring back Blue Boy, Hockey. If you guys remember, we named a parrot. But what we can do to ensure we get him back no matter what is take a bone needle. If I remember right. And then the bone needle... Yeah, we're trying to get an impregnated diamond. So let's... bind with Blue Boy Hockey. And within the time we have, we need a diamond. And I think... Oh gosh. Am I doing this wrong? Oh, we need... Gotta hurry here. Give me a second. Oh gosh, why is there 88 crafts? We need one of these diamonds and impregnate it with our parrot. Perfect. Then we can make a receptacle. And now we can summon another parrot. But if we want to revive Blue Boy specifically, we can use familiar stones, because these stones will bring back to life your last dead familiar, which is great. So we'll never lose Blue Boy. He'll always be with us. Let's take our aerial pearl out here, and I'm sure we'll find a zombie fast enough. It says there's one right over here. And let's use it on him. Player aerial pearl. Then we'll come over here and request our hardened player transmitter. Hopefully it doesn't get stuck. Okay, it didn't get stuck. I'm going to put it down here. And, ooh, I can put it down here, right by our setup. I'll just have it powered. Oh gosh, it won't let me place it. I'll have it powered from the backpack directly. Oh, is it? Oh, it's because it's 2 blocks. Okay. You know what? We will just energy card it. And then all we should need to do is bind ourselves to it. Using a binding card, which requires a blank card. Of course, okay, we can use, we have a few of these ones. There's our blank card. Then we want a binding card, and preferably use a binding card on an Enderman. Oh, that sucks. Do you guys think, how fast could I find an Enderman? You guys think there's one out here tonight? Oh, I already see one. Okay, so now it's dimensional, bound to me. And we'll check our current. So as you can see, we're not getting wireless power. We're at 73% charge on our terminal. I'll go ahead and throw this card in here, and it will start charging us, and we don't have to be within a radius. We have power. It's only hardened for now, but eventually we'll get a better player transmitter. But there you go, wireless power for the player. I think it also charged our backpack. Our backpack wasn't full. I wonder what it is now. Oh yeah, it's slowly charging. Perfect. Awesome. With that, ladies and gentlemen, we've set up wireless charging. We've created a to-do list and power management or monitoring. We've moved our botany pots to a more permanent setup and added more permanent storage for them, as well as tested our theory for a ME requester system using just the base applied energistics mod and found that it worked. I hope you enjoyed watching this All the Mods 9 alpha testing stream. Again, this is a server you can join. Feel free to check the description or read the slowly scrolling IP beneath me. If you enjoyed watching, consider leaving a like on the video and subscribe to the channel to be notified when I go live. I hope you're having a wonderful day or night wherever you are in the world, and I'll catch you in the next stream. For now, my friends, bye-bye.